This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
What is up, everybody? Will be the second most important character in connection to movie Sonic in the Sonic Cinematic Universe. Will it be movie Tails, movie Knuckles, movie Shadow, or movie Amy Rose? Sound off below. Now, this is an interesting take right here, because right now, obviously, Paramount, they're thinking long-term with the Sonic Cinematic Universe. They're going to expand. It's that obvious, especially with the Skydance merger being finalized, and they're making these deals left and right. It's just a wait-and-see situation. You can't rush art. They don't want to rush, the Sonic Cinematic Universe like MCU. You want quality, not quantity. That's the difference. Now, based on the current trajectory of the Sonic Cinematic Universe, the second most important character in relation to Sonic, and by the time Sonic 4 is coming out, it's going to be Shadow, and here's why. Shadow's introduction, when he was teased at the end of Sonic Movie 2, in a major event like that, was a big deal. His arc, his potential, Shadow's complex backstory and potential for his redemption conflict make him a compelling character to explore in future movies. And not only that, but Sega already trademarked Shadow the Hedgehog. I already made a take about that if you want more context. And I can already predict that 2028 is going to be the year where Shadow's going to have the same thing he had in 2024. A spin-off game more than likely, and of course a spin-off film, which would make sense because 2027, obviously, they're going to focus on Amy Rose and Metal Sonic, because that's going to be during Sonic 4 movie time, so it's understandable. It's not going to be 2026, because that's Sonic's 35th birthday. Now, let's talk about Knuckles. His role, obviously, Knuckles already had a significant role in Sonic Movie 2, and is getting his own spin-off series, obviously, as we already saw. While he will likely remain important, his story is already somewhat established for the most part, but there's plenty more you could go off Knuckles. Remember, Team Chaotix were originally supposed to be in Season 1 of the Knuckles series, but they were scrapped. So, obviously, for Knuckles Season 2, it's safe to assume Team Chaotix will appear. And more than likely, Rouge the Bat will also appear too, starting off as a villain, and then she'll eventually become a hero. Again, there's so much potential with the Knuckles series moving forward if they go with Season 2. Now, let's talk about Tails, his role. Tails is Sonic's best friend and sidekick, and is already established as a key character. However, we still don't know much about Tails' true origins. He never got a true backstory like the other characters. There's so much potential with Tails. In my honest opinion, in Sonic Movie 4, I think you haven't even seen the best of him yet. Yes, in Sonic Movie 3, he did have some key moments here and there, making some key saves. But I think in Sonic 4, that's where you're going to see Tails at his best. Possibly fighting, in a life or death situation, because he realizes he can't depend on Sonic and Knuckles and the upcoming Amy Rose. He's going to have to fend for himself in ways he never dreamed of. And of course, Amy Rose. Again, Amy is a key character in the games, but she hasn't been established in the movie yet. Again, she just got introduced, but still, man, that 90 seconds of that post-credit cutscene, you could go off so many theories here and there. Where is Paramount going to take Amy Rose and Sonic the Hedgehog moving forward? There's so much you could do just with that 90 seconds alone. There's a reason why many people are theory crafting, or, you have Son Amy this, Son Amy that, obviously Metal Sonic and Sonic. There's so much you could do, to set up Amy's character, give her own spin-off series, obviously, just like the other characters. When it comes to the Sonic Cinematic Universe, you got to study these characters here and there. How important are they, compared to MCU, where you have so many characters, you can't even tell one from another. Like, it's just so confusing, where at least here, you make it simplified. Let me know what you all think, and let's have fun with this take. Peace out.